you want a hot one, yeah. You with the hottest under the sun. But be careful what you wish for. Make you eat your words. If I'm more than what you bargain for. Fun to flirt, but from family in it. Ain't no business, let the family in it.
Initial Vegas.
Top smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Cooking on your yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger, but call up the gang and they come and get janked.
My brother is a killer.
You with this bad and bullshit bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas a savage. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My is bad and bullshit bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas a savage. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. Hey, I don't try nobody, grip the trigger, but call up the gang and they come and get janked. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and bullshit bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. Records on records, got backers on backers on right. Gonna have some fun in the world.
What's up, everybody? What is up? What is up, y'all? Y'all already know what time it is. I'm excited because the Family Business New Orleans just dropped, and y'all know how much I love the Family Business. And y'all know we've been waiting to get our little fix of the Family Business, and now we got NOLA, and I'm ready to talk about it. Now, I hope everybody in the chat is ready to talk about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I need to go ahead and get a rating going on. I need a vibe check. I need all of the things because we need to know what's going on. But let me tell y'all, like tonight, I'm not going to be up here talking about this by myself. Y'all know usually at the after show, I'm up here talking about the show with y'all and we just talking about it. But I'm going to bring somebody else out that want to talk about the show too. And we just going to sit up here and talk about it. And we're about to break these episodes on down. So y'all already know, without further ado, we got our boys in the building. Your favorite cousin, Curtis, our boy, Mr. Ben Stevens, and in the building. What's up, boo? How you doing?
What up, EJ? How you doing?
Good. Yes, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Too. I'm excited too.
I've been waiting for this one to come out for a good hot minute. Like ever since we heard about New Orleans was coming, we just wanted to know what it was going to be about. And now we finally got it. And now I can actually kind of see, I remember you saying something about it being a little bit different, that it was a little more grittier, a little more grimier. Right. It's definitely that. It's definitely all that. I need a vibe check. How was you feeling about episode 1 and 2? What was you thinking?
You talking about me?
Yeah, just from the looking at it, because I know you looked at it.
I watched it. I seen a little bit of it. Before, even on the tour, Carl kind of showed episode 1. So I seen episode 1, but I didn't really get to see a lot of episode 2. I seen it when they was putting it together, but I didn't see the finished product. I think the show is dope. I ain't gonna lie. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. The acting is dope on the show. You know what I mean? It has a different feel than the original show, right?
Yeah.
I feel like both shows are clean, but I feel the spinoff is a little bit more, not grittier. It still looks good, but it does has a grittier feel to it for sure.
Yeah. I like it. I think my vibe check, I think that it was really dope. So far, I'm feeling the characters. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I can't stand Big Shirley right now. Me and her just are not connecting. Because
Hold on, wait a second, EJ. Why you not feeling Big Shirley?
Because what we not gonna do is come from my boy LC. Listen, me and LC, we got a rapport with each other.
Okay, but you know why the relationship, you know why, right?
I do, but I'm still not ready to we gotta ease into it. Like you just can't come straight up going in on LC like this. I'm like, hold on, pull back, Big Shirley. We don't even know you like that this year. We just met. Okay, buy us a drink or something first.
Go ahead, EJ. You've been knowing Big Shirley for a minute. Big Shirley was in season what? 5?
Yeah, I mean, she came through for like a whole second, but then not like we don't know her like that yet. For her to just go off on LC like that, so I was like, I don't know if I feel her. But to be fair, though, when I read the book, I didn't feel a connection to that character just yet, and I think it's because we're learning these new sets of Duncans, and we've learned these other Duncans. We've been with them all this time. It feels like we've been through all these different journeys with them, right? But then we're kind of getting Big Shirley. If you read the books, you learned about her, but you knew about her back then. You don't know about Boss Shirley and this Shirley, the mom Shirley. So it's a little bit different. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, here we go. But she's cool.
I mean, look,
cool,
I mean, you got to think about it. She's trying to save her baby, right? She's trying to make sure that Marquis don't get hurt. You got to think about it. Trent was with with Elsie and them and got killed in season 1, right?
Yeah, that did happen.
So she like, okay, I'm not. She might be mad at Elsie about that, right?
Yeah. And
then she probably trying to protect Marquis a little bit too from what happened. So she already had one of her sons get killed messing with LC or being around, you know what I'm saying? Being around that side of the family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna hang it up there, and then we'll double back to it at some point.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I need everybody to give me a vibe check in the chat, y'all. I need to know how y'all was feeling about this episode. Letitia said, yes, we're learning the older Big Shirley. I love me the young Big Shirley in the book. Yeah, I definitely liked her too, because she wasn't no nonsense. She wasn't playing.
Well, she's not playing now neither, right?
Nah, she a boss, that's for sure. But she was coming in a little hot with the LC stuff. Like, come on now. LC we just went through a whole thing, and now we got Junior out here acting a fool. Listen, we can't come in hot like that now. There were some really funny moments on this, and that's another thing that I really liked about it, is that there were funny moments. There were moments where you laughed. There were moments where you was like, dang, like what just happened? And then, so I think it has a nice little balance of it. And then when you add in the fact that we get people that we know already and that we already have a rapport with, that just like put the icing on the cake for me. So I'm like excited about
Let me ask you this, because I know how I felt towards the end of episode 1, right? I felt like the show flowed, and the show was really, really good, right? But when I seen Marquis walk up to something that I was familiar with, the house, right? You seen him in the house, and you seen DJ outside, and then you see the rest of the Duncan security out there. Then I was like, oh, okay, we about to get into it. Then you see Nevada walk up, right? And you then that whole environment is familiar to people.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw when I said, "Oh, there goes the house." And I think a lot of people probably got that nostalgic feeling just because they got that little dopamine hit of, "Oh, this really is the Duncans," because in the beginning we don't know these folks, we just kind of like, "Who is this? Who is these people?"
No, it ties it all together, right? It kind of tied the whole thing together, and I was like, "Okay, we about to go in this. We about to go in for real."
Okay, that part. Now let me bring this up real quick. I'm gonna move us around on the screen. Let me put us up here. Let me put us up at the top. Yeah, give me a second. While I remove, there we go. I'm gonna put us up here. There we go. Okay, so when the episode first starts out, it actually starts out with a boom. We get Marquis right from the jump. Now, right out the gate, Marquis is up here doing the absolute most. He's supposed to be watching over the Blues. He's supposed to be running things because he's going to take over eventually. But instead, he out here sleeping with a married woman. I don't know what it is with the Duncans and these married women, because time after time after time. What is going on with these married women? Come on now.
I don't know. I can't even say what we be thinking about. It ain't good. It never ends. It never ends good.
Never ends well at all.
Right.
And this one is definitely going to be an interesting one. They haven't told exactly what it is yet, so I won't say what it is either.
Were you talking about who her husband is?
Yeah, they haven't said it just yet on the show, but I think it's going to be really, really interesting when people do find out exactly who it is. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. But to give you guys a premises, if you're just tuning in and you guys have not actually watched the show yet, first of all, you need to go and watch the show. So make sure you go watch the show. But the premises is that we have Pierre LeBlanc, who is the brother of Jean LeBlanc. He is unalived at the Midnight Blues. This is a casino that is owned by Big Shirley, her son, and her brother also is a part of the Midnight Blues. They all run it, right? He's unalived there. The brother is cutthroat. Don't nobody want no smoke with him. And so they decide that they're going to get rid of the body. They're going to get rid of the body because they don't want to have to deal with the repercussions that's going to happen when Jean finds out. So that's kind of where we are, right? We only have a few people who have seen what went down, right? So nobody actually saw what happened. So we don't even know. They think that he actually committed suicide, but I don't believe that for 1 second.
Right.
It looked like suicide to me. But, it is what it is.
We're going to have to watch all the episodes to see what happened.
Exactly. We're going to have to, hopefully, because, sometimes they don't give us all the answers. We might have to make it to the next season before we even know. Who knows?
No. You'll get
we'll get the full answers.
You'll get the full answers.
See, look at there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I love about the family business. Y'all be trying to tie some stuff up.
We're tied up, but we're going to leave some shit hanging too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to leave something hanging for the next season, but I can tell you we'll tie that story up.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, that's all that matters, because that's the part that I feel like even in the book they didn't necessarily tie up. You didn't get the answer, so I really don't know what's gonna happen. So, anywho, guys, so that's the basis of the story. That's kind of where we're starting at. We're trying to get rid of this body. So now, we've gotten the sheriff in our back pocket, Sheriff Clay, and we are going to get her to basically get rid of the body, and we're kind of going to go from there. So if you guys just came in, make sure y'all show Ben some love. Make sure y'all give me a vibe.
Give me some love.
All of that, okay? So let's move on to the other characters in the show, because first of all, we had Jean show up and we got a real big taste of him. What's your perception of Jean? Like, when you just like the character, because he busting out, he coming up in there popping people off, he doing the most.
You talking about Jean LeBlanc?
What's your perception of him when he kind of first hit? Because he coming into the new, knocking people off.
No, he real. Like, that motherfucker dangerous. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel it. You feel the danger in him, right? And how he's playing the character and how he's kind of built the character out. You can feel the danger that he presents to whoever he comes in contact with, So
yeah, he a little dangerous. I mean, to the point where when we get to the Lanou, he wants us. So just to give people a backstory, because they don't really go into all of this, and I don't know if they're going to go into it yet, but it's just it's not a spoiler, y'all. So don't worry about it. But to give people a backstory, Jean's family, what they do is they buy out people's businesses. They buy out businesses that are built up already, and then they buy them out or forcefully take them. We're gonna put some air quotes up here.
Right.
They sign their businesses over.
Right. And you know what's funny, EJ?
What's up?
We was doing we were shooting the scene, right? And I'm in my producer mode, right? So I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Jean. I'm looking at the whole Crescent Boys, and I'm looking at them. And I'm like, these mugs like just bullying everybody. I could not wait. I could not wait till Curtis ran into one of them. I'm telling you. I was like, yo, I'm telling y'all right now, I can't wait to see y'all.
Okay.
I couldn't wait. So, but now, they was bullying everybody. I was like, y'all some bullies, man. So I was like, yo, that was the funny part about it. It was like, yeah, they was walking around bullying everybody. I was like, okay, I got something for you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Stephanie, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Also, thank you for joining the channel as well. I know that you're a member, so shout out to you. But yeah, you said good evening, EJ and everyone. I'm so excited about the Nola family business. I must ask, why is Big Shirley acting like she's so against the New York Duncan's fast tax-free money? I know, right? It is a fast tax-free money business, and they only mess with. Listen, if people don't mess with them, they don't mess with people. I don't understand why she's so against them myself. But to be fair,
I just told you why.
I know, I'm just messing with her.
Okay.
but to be fair, it more so has to do with the fact that her son Trent was unalive under LC's watch, and that rubs her the wrong way. Not to mention she doesn't like the violence, the drugs, all of that, even though she's violent, and that's all hypocritical in itself. But we gonna leave that there. But I think the main reason is because of her son, and it may have some other stuff that we haven't just got the backstories for. Because I know we still all want a backstory about Levi and all of this stuff, but I think Carl said that might not come until maybe a little bit later. But
yeah. One thing about Carl and how he writes is that he's not going to give you everything.
Yeah.
And one, like, you might not see Levi until season 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not even see, and like he'll wrap some stuff up that happened in season 1, maybe in season 4. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how he writes. So he's not gonna give you everything. And you be like, well, what happened to what's the name? And then he'll bring it all back around, maybe a couple seasons down, you know.
Yeah, he always come back to it, but I have noticed that because we didn't get that Michael
Diamond.
We didn't get that stuff. I was like, oh, I forgot. Yep, that is right.
That till season 3, right? Michael Diamond killed Lou in season 1. Right?
Yeah, and I think that was season 3 when we come back and spin the block on it, and then it's not until season 4 when we get even more information on it. I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But at least we know it's coming, because I think that is like another fan, like book fan people. That is one of those lingering things that they just want to know so badly. I get that question all the time.
About what, Michael Diamond or
no about Levi.
Okay. Yeah.
They want to know about that Levi.
Yeah.
But we are gonna also meet Kendall. Now, Kendall, a lot of people like to compare this character, maybe because of the hair, I'm guessing,
right,
to Rio. But let me tell you, I feel like Kendall is a little more. Got a little more. Yeah, I think Kendall is out here just knocking people over. Right. But we find out that she is the niece of Jean, and she was actually up here working for the man that they just took his whole business and knocked him off and knocked the son off. I said, this is too cutthroat for me. And the way brother bring a gun to a knife, he brought a knife to a gunfight. I said, no, sir. I knew he wasn't going to make it.
He should have just signed them papers, huh?
Okay, that's all he had to do. But listen,
they live another day.
Okay, but the way Jean is working, Jean wasn't going to let him walk away. Like, regardless, no matter what it was, whether it was him like just unaliving him straight up or letting him walk away, he was gonna get got. He was not going to let him walk away. He even says it.
Eventually, huh?
He was like, you can't let nobody, because he literally is like, you can't let someone just linger. Like, you can't let it linger like that. And then you never know when they're going to try to come get you. Like, he say his daddy, that's I guess that's gangster 101. I don't know.
Right.
I ain't no gangster. But I think it's gangster 101.
No, I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you something, man. David Banner played the shit out of that role, man.
Man, he did so good. Like, I loved seeing him bring that character to life. I was like, I don't know if I love him or hate him.
Yeah.
I was like, fool around about be out here.
We talked about that too. We was like, you know what's funny about that is like the Crescent Boys is kind of likable. You know what I'm saying? They kind of likable. You know. So people, I'm anxious to see how people will receive them for sure.
Okay, they are definitely likable. Hold on, let me get to the super chat. Shout out to DeMarcus in the building. Appreciate the super sticker, the $2 super sticker. And let me see, we got another one somewhere in here. I know you in here somewhere. I did not star you, so I apologize. I'm gonna find you. Oh, there we go. Candy Love Talks TV. Thank you. She said, "Hey Ben, cousin Curtis, and EJ, we appreciate you too." Oh,
Hey.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. But yeah, but anyway, y'all, so we have these backyard deals and cover-ups. Now, this is my thing. Why Big Shirley say that she wanted to send him to Houston? And listen, I don't appreciate y'all calling Houston the country, okay? Why just because it's in Texas, it gotta be the country? I didn't appreciate that. I stopped dead
Is
in my
that where you
tracks.
from? Is that where you from?
I'm from Dallas, but I'm just saying Dallas, Houston, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like Houston is like way up, like about 3 hours away. But I'm like, dang, if they call it Houston the country, then they darn sure calling Dallas the country. I had to laugh at that part. But she's gonna send him to Houston, but yet she can send him to go pay somebody off to cover up. I don't understand it. See, it ain't making no sense. Do you see why?
I think here's what I think as far as they kind of know Sheriff Clay a little bit, so they know she's not dangerous. But that was before everything kind of went down, right? Was that kind of before? Like
this is when
this
he
is
goes
before he kind of know, right? So before,
yeah.
Well, this is the first one, right? This is
the first time
when he was telling her what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like I think she wants to figure out how to do it herself. You know what I'm saying? And before it got too overwhelming for her, I feel like at some point she was like, "Oh shit! Like this shit is getting like this thing is about to go crazy." You know?
Yeah. And is because we only getting started, and
let me tell you something. We just getting started for real.
Okay, I need to be counting these bodies because I feel like we're about to have like a whole bunch of bodies. Did you see the way Big Shirley went up in there and juke that man? I said, wait a minute, what just happened? Miss Violence, hold on. You see, that's why I keep like hanging on her like that because I'm like, she just went over there and jugged that man. Like,
well, let me ask you this: what you think about Floyd?
Man, I like Floyd. Floyd is like, okay, so here's the thing, because we talked about this in book club, and yes, I had a book club. Then we talked about the family business book. So we talked about this in our book club, and we talked about the fact that if you listen to the Audible book, the voice, they just did a disservice with the voice. So people were like, who are they going to get to play Floyd? Like, we just can't, like, we couldn't see it because it felt like he was older. But then we found out that he was the younger brother, right? And then we actually see him, like, we see Pooch. I'm like, oh, okay, like, that's all coming together now. That was a great choice, in my opinion. I know Lexi's not going to agree with me. She's in the chat. She done tried to recast everybody. Po baby, I love her. But I think it was a great choice. I love Floyd, and I think he does an amazing job.
And Pooch acted his ass off too. You know what I'm saying? Pooch's dope. So I think it was a great choice too. You know what I'm saying? Then they kind of look alike. You know, you can see the resemblance there. You know, it's believable.
And I like the way that he get down because bruh is like, listen, I'm about to get out here and get active. I was here for it. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Now look,
somebody that's gonna shoot now. Think less.
I seen the scenes, right? Because I was on set when the scenes happened, but I didn't see them put the scenes together. So when they put the scenes together and Pooch was out there just going crazy, I was like, oh, okay, all right. Pooch a little dangerous too, though. Pooch don't play.
She said, for the record, I did not recast you.
Thank you, Lexi.
She's so funny. I love her.
Yeah, what you think about the chicken foot?
Oh my God, the chicken foot
that
was
the
so
funny part, right? That shit was something.
That was hilarious. Hold on, I think I got. Let me see if I have it here. Good. This was funny to me. Wait a minute, Mo. What?
Is that a damn chicken foot on
that was so hilarious.
It's not playing on here.
Oh, you can see it? Oh man.
Yeah. We can see it.
Not bad, but it was the clip of when him and Big Shirley were like going back when they were having fun together. She said, "Is that a damn chicken foot around your neck?"
Exactly.
Like, yes, that is a chicken foot. That was crazy to me, and I love seeing Erica Hubbard in like this is different for her.
Different for her, right?
Yeah. And she,
you
she came with a New Orleans
a little bit.
accent. Yes. I was like, okay, now I'm scared of you, but okay. Listen, I was a little scared in, I think it was episode 2. I didn't know what she was drinking. I said, what in the world is she drinking? What is this? And Floyd is wide open. Floyd, run, but you protected right now. I would, you know what? He can't never leave her, as a matter of fact.
Floyd is hilarious, man. Floyd,
he can't never leave
her. As long as
her.
I'm getting something, I don't care what she doing.
Okay, that's all he was care about.
Because she drinking some blood or something?
That's what I thought it was. I said, what is this blood?
He was drinking some blood. God. Floyd was like, all right, as long as we gonna do it, I'm good.
Okay, that's all he cared about. He was just like, okay. I was like, what is happening here?
Exactly.
That was so crazy to me. But yeah, Floyd is going to be Floyd is actually one of my favorite characters right now. So I have a few favorite characters. You already know yours goes without saying, but Floyd is definitely a new favorite of mine. I just like the way he get down. I just feel like he just going to be out here wrecking, just causing all, like, I feel like he does what he needs to do when he needs to do it. And I forgot who I compared him to because it was somebody that I felt like was kind of that same way, because I feel like he got like this edge to him, like he has a little crazy in him, like Larry, but at the same time, he's very tame and just all about business.
You think he like Larry?
No, I said he got a little crazy to him. You can tell the way he went over there and unlocked his friends real quick. He didn't care. You see why he went over there? I was like, these your friends? You ain't even gonna think about it. You had a whole conversation with this man with the first one before you took him out.
I mean, the first one was his boy.
Exactly. I said, dang. And then that other one, you was just like, bump this. I didn't talk too much. Let me just go
I ain't doing all that running. He running and shit. I ain't doing none of that.
Okay. Hey, Lady Virtue. She said Erica Hubbard has definitely come a long way since Lincoln Heights. Love her. Yes, I show. I used to watch Lincoln Heights. She has definitely come a long way. But I do like her character, although I'm scared of it. Sheriff Clay, I'm not feeling her. Like Sheriff Clay, she's doing too much.
You don't like Sheriff Clay?
Yeah,
she kind of funny too.
She is funny, but how you eating up your beignets like that? Come on. I said, you don't eat these people food, and
he said she can have some. She was like, all right.
You gonna take a plate with you? I said, really? You gonna put it in the napkin?
She doesn't come across as the dirty cop, right? Like me looking at her, I wouldn't have put.
Oh yeah, you would never think that. Like, you would never think that. I did like seeing Sebastian again. That was a great move. I think that was a dope move having Sebastian come over into this series. Especially, we know that he done got himself kicked off the table, out of Elsie's table. So now you have him kind of maneuvering in here, but. One thing about it, and we'll talk about this other character in a minute, because this is another character that I feel like we got to watch, but I love seeing Sebastian. I love the fact that he right in the thick of it. He right in the thick of it with the ops,
And see, the thing about Sebastian too was good about Sebastian is he doesn't like the Duncans either. So we may get more Sebastian in maybe, down the line, a lot more down the line, because he doesn't like the Duncans at all. You know what I'm saying? He ain't feeling LC. He hate Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So
maybe he like Rio.
He think Rio cool, but I feel like he definitely want his get back with them for sure.
Okay. And I don't blame him though. Like, I mean, just from his perspective, even though Sebastian be doing the most, but from his perspective and looking at it from his angle, I could see why he would be upset. I do see that he got him a new set of twins. I said, come through, twins. On the trailer, you can see the twins. I said, okay, I see. And I said, ooh, and they black.
And they black.
Right, exactly. That's one of the first things I peeped out. I was like, ooh, and they black. Okay. I said, Sebastian don't be around. I said, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it all. That's
Sebastian, the white girls, they got killed off quick. Okay. I think Dominique LaRoe kind of took them off, didn't she?
Yeah, and
Dominique. So he got some sisters. He got some sisters.
Okay, hopefully they're gonna stick around for a while because I like them. I said, okay, I like these right here. And
Right.
then we had another little cameo with Billy Bob in there. I don't know how the heck Billy Bob. I said, where? I said, so all y'all
Billy
just
Bob
gonna
all over the place.
I said internet. I just all just running around because I know we had just saw him when he was out there trying to take out Orlando then. But
Right.
then now you done came down here to New Orleans and Mayor Sims too. That's
Right.
another cross. I said Mayor Sims is a straight up hustler. Like, what are we doing here, sir? I mean, Big Shirley basically has him in her pocket.
Right.
Just like, I mean, honestly, everywhere he goes, everybody he in somebody's pocket. Like this man is straight making money all the time. That's all he doing. I'm not mad at it. Who is this? Let me see what she said. I still feel like Jill Marie Jones would have brought girl. I told you she tried to recast the whole thing. She wanted Jill Marie Jones to play I think Marie. And speaking of Marie, we got to talk about Marie because we do meet the character Marie LeBlanc in this particular episode. This is Jean LeBlanc's wife. Now, I'm not going to go no further than that because she does have a whole little storyline that's going to be coming up. Yeah. But for a lot of you, y'all probably also saw Raven pop up in there too. Like that's the beauty of Carl Weber is that, and that's why I call him the crossover king, right? Because you will see people in there and sometimes they may have big roles and sometimes they may have minor roles, but you're always going to see something familiar because Raven, which is Harris's ex, and I mean, I don't know if she's an ex, but Harris's baby mama, technically, you know, she's Marie's best friend, and she was there, but she didn't actually, have.
She's actually Marie's sister.
Oh, they playing sisters in this one? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, so they changed up the thing and made her the sister. I'm here for that. That's even better. Because that gives them even more of a connection. In the book, they're actually really their best friends. So yeah, so that's dope. So yeah, I don't know. We ain't gonna go too deep in Marie, but let's just say this. Let's just say
what do you think about it though right now? What do you like? What are your I mean, you haven't got a lot of her so far, but what's your feel?
Like, yeah, I mean, I got enough of her to have a feel, trust me. I see her coming from 1,000 miles away. I see the wife who feels neglected and unloved and all this stuff. I was like, oh God, what are we doing? Like I was so cringing about it. But I actually low-key am indifferent. Like I don't have like a super like, oh, I don't like her yet, or I really like her. I'm right here on the surface level with her. Who I'm more concerned about, bro, is Simone.
Simone,
the daughter. I'm more concerned about her because when you read one of the synopses, it talks about her and how she liked Prince, and we got Lauren walking. Like it's just a lot. It is too much for me right now. I was just
It is a lot. It is a lot, but you know, you kind of got to watch Simone for sure.
I can tell you got to. She looked like somebody that you got to. I said, oh, you got to keep your eye on her right there. I said, okay, Lauren, we gonna have to. But listen, first of all, she don't want none of Lauren. Lauren is sweet but deadly, so she don't want. Right. But. So, I do think that she is going to be an interesting character to follow just because what I like about I'll tell you what I like about her. What I like about Marie is that she knew what she got into with this whole Jean thing, right? And you see that she's trying and she's putting in all of this effort, really trying to, you know, have this connection with her husband, and he just kind of is pushing her away. So I like that we're going through this thing where we're seeing her put in this effort, and I'm sure that we'll probably get more of these type of scenes. That way, when what does happen, I can, you know, I'll be like, oh, well, I get it.
Right. I feel like she has some chippy elements to her. Okay. In this sense, as far as I think she was a part of that whole thing when John was kind of building his empire. I think she was around for that. You know what I mean? I think she was around for that. So I think she kind of helped him build it. And so now he's kind of pushing her maybe to the side a little bit. And I think that is kind of what's frustrating her as well, is that, you know, the connection that they had is not there anymore.
Yeah.
Right
And I'm
now.
sure that's
You know what I mean?
hurtful. I mean, it has to be. I mean, because when he said, I'm gonna go pour, we knew what he was really trying to go do. But when he was like, I'm gonna go pour whiskey out with Saint some mess, like I was like, do you see
Right.
this red outfit that she got on? What are you
Right.
talking about, my
What you
guy?
doing,
What is
bro?
wrong
What
with
you doing,
you?
my dude? Then he went to go, like, he would act like he was great kissing, and then moved his face.
Yes.
I was like, that ain't gonna be good.
I said, what is wrong with you?
Definitely leaving the door open for sure.
Okay, he's out there, leave the door open. Yeah, he definitely is doing that one. I said, okay. I said, but they're walking us right into this. So I liked it, but I was like, I still was just up here going like this, like my tip. I'm like, oh Lord, what we gonna do? Oh my goodness. You know what I love the most about this first episode? We talked a little bit about, you know, us getting the nostalgia of seeing the New York Duncans, but watch them every time I see Vegas. I just love seeing Vegas. I think we always knew Vegas was there, but for Vegas to be around and we didn't get that much of him, even when we got this little snippet of him, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hold on to this little snippet of Vegas.
I think what they did good about that is that they kind of talked about him all the time, right? So even though you didn't see him, he was always talked about. So when you did get the little, you know, the little clips or the little snippets of him, it was like, oh, okay, there go Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. And I think that's why he's another fan favorite and why people love him so much, is just because it never felt like he wasn't necessarily there per se. It always felt like they kind of kept him alive.
and it felt like also too Vegas, like he took the rap for LC too. So I think what people like about Vegas and what they like about Curtis is that them two niggas gonna ride for their families for him to the end.
Okay, that part.
To the end of time. You know what I mean?
I think that's who Floyd reminds me of almost. Like, I feel like he kind of has like this Vegas aspect to him. Vegas is very no nonsense kind of, but just more so about the family. And I feel like that's kind of what Floyd is going to be like. He ain't with all the extra stuff. Let's just get to what we need to get to, keep it pushing. And it's always going to be about protecting the family at all costs. And I think that's who I actually compared him to. That's who I feel like he is. Sugar Brown 37 said, who's taking Skunk out because he got to go now? Skunk ticked me off in this episode. I said Skunk now, darn it, I think I called him Squirrel. I kept calling him Squirrel. I said, oh, hold on, this man ain't Skunk.
But on Skunk's behalf.
Oh Lord. How you gonna fix this?
On Skunk's behalf.
Okay.
He did come to them. It was like, yo, I got some information.
He didn't say all that.
He ain't say all that. But what he did say was 50,000. He said 50,000. And then Floyd kind of brushed him off. Floyd went into this whole monologue about some cages and him being in the cage and shit. You know what I mean? Then walked away from him. But he did come to them first. Now, what he did tell Shirley, and he did tell Floyd and them, I got some information that's life or death. I got to tell y'all something that's life or death. Didn't he say that?
But he ain't say it. Like, come on now.
He said life or death like 3 times.
But come on. Like, all you had to do was just say it, Skunk. Like, just say it with your words. I kept screaming at the TV, use your words, Skunk. Use your words. Okay, like use them. Don't do that.
Right.
Talk about 50,000.
He said 50,000, but he did say, "Hey, I don't need to talk." He went to Big Shirley. He said, "I don't need to talk to. I need to talk to you about something. It's life or death, right?" Then she was like, "No, you got to talk to Floyd." He was like, "I'm telling you, I don't need to talk to Floyd. I talk to you." She was like, "Nah, Floyd run my what's the name?" So she brushed him off to Floyd, and then Floyd don't even fuck with Skunk. So once that happened, he was like, I don't even know why she even dealing with you, right? But he even told Floyd, this shit is life or death. It's life or death.
Oh my goodness.
So in Skunk's defense,
I got the defense attorney up here today, y'all. Defense attorney Ben Stevens is in the building. Okay.
Right. I'm
in
not
Skunk's
lying,
defense,
right, EJ?
I'm not denying any of that. I mean, that's what happened. He did say those words, but he didn't say any other words after that.
EJ,
it wasn't
he
enough.
said, I need to talk to y'all. It's life or death. That's what he said like 3 times. They was just like, I think because it was Skunk that they was like, whatever.
Okay, what is life or death?
So much, he got so much shit we ain't even. He like the dude that cried wolf. So when you got information, real information, they was like, we ain't trying to hear what he talking about.
Listen, Big Shirley said, listen, you handle this, Floyd. You take care of this right here.
And then Marquis walked around, hit him on the back. Okay, Floyd got you. You know what I'm saying? He
got you. But then when he was like, you got 30 seconds for this elevator pitch, basically, he said 50,000. I said, yeah, dang it. You didn't say it. That's all you're gonna say is 50,000. 50,000 for what? Come on.
Now, I feel like he should have said a little bit more than 50,000. But at that point, but you know,
a little bit more, just a smidget more, and then had the nerve to be mad. That was what was so funny. He had the nerve to get mad about it and was like, "Well, I'm just gonna go over here. I got 100,000 reasons why I'm gonna go over here to John." I said, now Skunk, listen, I'm not mad at Skunk's at what he was trying to do, because he was like, listen, I know I can get 50K from them right here.
Right.
You know, that's half of the whatchamajig. I mean, that's a come up, right? And I'll just keep my mouth closed. I ain't got to tell nobody, listen, I'm eating good. I come over here on the buffet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have me a little bit of money. Like, I got where Squirrel.
But you know, it's funny. I got where Squirrel coming from, but also I feel like
now you call it a Squirrel.
I mean, skunk. But I feel, you know what's funny? I feel like that might have saved Skunk's life too. Because I feel like Floyd would have, if he said, I got this information and this is what it is, I seen y'all do this, I feel like Floyd might have killed Skunk.
He might have, though. And I thought that same thing. I was like, man, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Because Floyd don't look like he out here playing no games. Because, like, I'm not leaving nobody around that I feel like, because you got to think about it. Skunk is in a situation, clearly he's in a situation where he's in need, right? And if I give you $50,000, who's to say you're not going to go try to cash in on this other $100,000?
Go get the 100. Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, he got to go. So that might be right. Shout out to the Marcus Vaughn with the $10 super chat. I wonder if Marquis and Kenny have a relationship like Orlando and Curtis, a love-hate relationship. Curtis will figure out that Nene was talking to Larry. I mean, Curtis was giving her the side eye, like,
who you talking to? She was like, you act like you my man.
Okay. Because look, she was doing all that extra giggling and laughing. I said, "Come on now."
And you're gonna see why too, probably in episode 3.
Okay,
because you why episode 3 too.
They hit it that way. I love this right here. I love that we're about to have this family reunion. But I don't think there's been a time where we've seen Curtis, Kenny, Larry, Lauren, like all of y'all together in one thing. I don't think there's ever been a time, and I know in the trailer we kind of see this moment where we see everybody together, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna love that moment when it happens, because we haven't seen it, and I always wondered how Curtis's character would react to it.
To Larry. Me too.
Yep.
Because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think I don't think Curtis and Larry have the best relationship, but I don't think it's messed up. I don't think it's bad either. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But I think he loves his dad, but I think he know his dad's crazy as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? And so and his dad is sick. You know what I mean? Yeah. So but yeah. I may, just being able to see Kenny too. You know what I'm saying? I've never been on screen with Kenny, which is crazy. You know?
Not once. Or
Larry or Kenny. It's just always been Lauren, Curtis, and Nene.
That's all we've ever seen. I mean, I don't know if y'all
Mhm.
done shot any scenes outside of that, but that's all we've ever seen on the screen. I ain't never seen y'all together. So I think this is going to be very interesting. We've seen Nene and Larry together when she went to go visit the thing, but we've never seen the rest of you guys together. 007 Spidey wants to know, ask Mr. Stevens, who does he think is Curtis's favorite uncle, Lou, LC, or a Levi? Well, technically we haven't met Levi yet, so
We haven't met Levi yet. I think LC is his favorite.
even though you tried to come in there and go off at that table, we'll never forget that. Went
But
off on the family.
but look, I had to though. I had to because they had messed up, right?
They did.
And I was trying to tell Uncle LC, and this is, it's funny. Like I feel like when Curtis first came, right, in season 3, when he first came, I do think he had some ill will intentions toward the family. Like he wasn't really hearing stuff from his dad all this time. And then as he spent time with the Duncans, I felt like he started to get his own opinion of them. And that's when he started to kind of make the change. Like, okay, my dad he wasn't telling me the whole truth. But during that time, when they let, Brother X get away, and he came in there and said, look at y'all having family dinner like everything's all good. Like that scene, you know what I'm saying? Whereas, Charmaine had just got strangled out by Brother X, and Curtis kind of felt like that was kind of his responsibility because he was supposed to be there, right? If he was there, he would have caught Brother X. But LC sent them to Miami with Sasha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of upset at LC about that as well, But I felt like Curtis just had to get some stuff off his chest. But I think LC is definitely his favorite uncle.
Tisha said that Curtis was a little shifty.
Yeah, he was.
He was a little shifty when he came on the screen.
When he first
I
came.
was definitely I think everybody was side-eyeing him. But listen, we love Cousin Curtis now, and we don't want, listen, he all the way in now.
Right.
He ain't doing no shady stuff now.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as him being in New Orleans, I feel like we're about to get a lot more of you and Lauren, and I feel like that was so needed. I feel like, in OG, the family business, so many people. It's just so many people, and there's so much stuff going on. I feel like we're really going to get a chance to see you guys a little bit more. At least that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm excited about that, because as someone who does read the books, there is a book where Lauren has we have a whole lot of Lauren, and in the show, we still haven't gotten a whole lot of her. So I'm excited about this idea of her having this love interest. I think that's going to be interesting. And the fact of who it is, which is not a spoiler because it's all in the trailer, y'all. So y'all saw that. The fact of who it is, knowing now that he is definitely on the opposite side over here, that's going to be
and like I was just telling somebody the other day, I said it has some West Side Story elements to their love story or their storyline, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Curtis shit is what it is. You know what I mean? Right. I don't know if it will go anywhere, but I feel like theirs could go somewhere, right? But
I think so.
but they have this challenge that that both of them are probably going to be facing soon. You know what I mean? Curtis got to, Curtis, that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? As far as him with her family, and then them trying to, it's a lot. It's
a lot of entanglement.
We get into all of that.
It's a lot of entanglement. That's
for
sure.
Yep.
It is a lot of entanglement, but I think that's what's going to be the most interesting part, is kind of seeing how that part is going to play out. I think we talked about Floyd and him going over there to knock out old boy. He just straight up marked him. That was a lot. And we talked about Skunk wanting his 50K to be quiet and all of that stuff. But to be fair, I think honestly, I like this. I really do. I came into it with open eyes, and I wanted to look at it from a fresh perspective, and not do a lot of like, oh, this, like comparisons,
Yeah,
because I feel like it's so different.
different. Right. Total two completely different shows. Storylines don't even intertwine at all, except for the end of one when Vegas was like, we got a lot of shit going on and it involves Junior. But
Yeah,
the storylines really don't even
yeah, they don't
match.
over. And that's what I was like. Some people were asking me, they're like, "Do I have to watch the OG Family Business to be
You
able
really
to?"
don't. You don't.
No, I mean,
You
not
don't.
really.
The only thing you would have to kind of understand is the end, right? When he goes to New York and not Houston. You have to understand the end of it, where he shows up to the Duncan house and he sees, the whole Duncan environment, and he sees Lil Vegas and Curtis in Vegas. You might have to understand that a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, this show kind of moves on its own.
It really does. And I feel like even with that, that's one of those things that, because Carl Weber does this thing where a lot of stuff is understood. Unless you're a book reader, there's a lot of stuff that's just understood, and you just like, you don't ask a lot of questions because you get just enough that you don't need to like know, but you might be interested, but you don't need to 100% know. And I think that's the beauty of how he writes, is that he does leave that. It leaves some stuff and allows for him to have both audiences kind of cross over. And it just gives you, I think it gives you more of a nostalgic feeling more than anything. And that's from somebody who watches the OG show. You look at it and you're like, oh, that's Vegas. Oh, that's such and such. But if you're looking at it from a fresh set of eyes, it doesn't take away anything. The story fleshes itself out just fine.
Right.
I think that
and then like he talks about, even Marquis talks about throughout the show, we should go to New York. We should go to New York. We need to go get LC. We need to, you know what I'm saying? So when he eventually goes there, even if you haven't seen the OG show, when he eventually goes there, you're gonna be like, oh, he instead of going to Houston, he went to New York.
Exactly. I think people can get it. I think that it's enough context clues to where you can get it, but you definitely do not have to watch the OG show in order to enjoy the show, or even watch it. I just think it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Lexi wants to know if he thinks that his character will side more with his father once he sees him on his meds and more focused. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I think he loves his dad for sure. You know what I mean? I think he knows his dad is sick. But if he's on his meds and he ain't spazzing out, you know what I mean? He could definitely be a asset for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
You know
but you know what was good about this episode was the fact that Larry goes and robs the drugstore.
And he was spazzing out in the car, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like, Kitty, what's wrong? What's wrong? He's like, I need some of that. Like, everybody's just trying to figure out what's wrong with him. And all he's trying to do is get the medicine because he wants to go back to his wife. He wants to be able to come home to Nene. I mean, honestly, it sounds crazy, but at the end of the day, it's actually an interesting love story.
It is. They look like they think about it. He wanted to get his man so he could be with his wife. That's correct. Yeah.
And she loved him. The way she was smiling, I was like, this is a crazy love story.
I would say one thing about them Duncan women, boy, they be riding, bro.
Okay, straight up riding. Oh my goodness, just riding. But I think we touched on about everything that happened in the episodes. I think we touched on a little bit of everything, because I feel like these episodes were build episodes and kind of placing you in the atmosphere and getting you ready to go into to go where we're about to go. And I think that it did a really good job of laying that foundation now that we kind of know these characters. And I'm hoping that with episode 3 we kind of go in a little bit harder.
I think episode 3. Yeah, I think the first 2 episodes you kind of laid the foundation of what the story is going to be, throughout the series, right? But I think 3 and beyond, is we get ready to get we about to go in. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about because I'm ready to get
you know,
active.
they about to start meeting, they about to start mingling, they about to, episode 3, they about to start mingling and getting out in the city. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, that's what's up. But y'all, listen, that was what's up with the Family Business New Orleans. That was season 1. This was episodes 1 and 2, y'all. Let me know in the chat who is y'all favorite character? What were y'all most interested in seeing? And what are y'all looking forward to seeing? And all that good stuff. Drop it in the chat. A lot of you already dropped your ratings. We got a lot of 9s, we got 10s. So hey, I think we doing good so far.
I think we got a winner.
I think we got a winner too. I think that's what's up. We just got to get me on board with Big Shirley, but you know, I'm gonna get there sooner or later. As long as she don't start going Chippy, because y'all know I love Chippy.
You know, she just gotta go. She just gotta go hang out. She's gotta go hang out with Chippy for a little while. You know, her and Chippy close. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you got to understand where she's coming from. As a mom, she's scared for Marquis, and then her oldest son was unalive when she was under LC's care. So
yeah, and hopefully they'll flesh out that story too a little bit more, just because it gets convoluted when it gets into like the books, and because I believe Trent was from a whole nother. It's a lot.
Because I know people was like, damn, what's going on? Like, why is she going crazy on ALC? But that's the backstory.
She said it 1, 2. I mean, I think she said it about 2 times. Every time somebody brought it up, she went in. I was like, oh.
So Georgia said Jean and Curtis. Yeah, they gonna have to see each other.
They gonna need to see each other
eventually.
Okay. Eventually. Are there 8 episodes? I believe there are 8 episodes. Is that correct?
We got 8 episodes.
8 episodes, Lexi. Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna go through the chat real quick and see if I missed out on any. I don't see any more super chats. If I missed some of y'all comments, y'all know they was kind of flowing, but y'all know I love y'all. But yeah, other than that, I think we have covered everything. I want to thank you so much for coming out and hanging out and talking about the show. This, of course, y'all know I love doing an after show. I love this show. I love the Family Business real bad. So, of course, it was natural to jump right into the Family Business New Orleans. So, you know, Ben is going to be here as much as he possibly can. He's going to be jumping in and out, you know, so definitely make sure
next Thursday at 6. Make sure y'all tell everybody, tell y'all friends. We gonna hop on. I'm gonna get on here as much as I can, y'all. I know we got some movies and stuff that we gonna be starting on the 27th. And then we're also working on some
Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say it. You can't say it. You can't say it. It's okay. But yeah, so we appreciate you so much. So we look forward to seeing you when we can. We're always going to do the after show. So make sure that y'all tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, so we can get it packed up in here so that we can really dive into it. Because y'all know how I like to do. Now, normally I would be going into the books and going into all sorts of spoilers on this thing, but we're not doing that with being up here because we got to keep it. Y'all know we got to keep it right. So we'll save that for another time and another day. Hit me in the comments. But anyway, y'all, we're about to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all so much. I want to say thank you to everybody. Stephanie, appreciate you. Anita, Crystal was in the building. A. Rollins was in the building. Julian in the building. Lexi, thank you. Georgia Peach was in the building. Hold on, Letitia. Go ahead.
Julian said Curtis versus Saint. We about to get. I'm just gonna let you.
Oh my goodness! Listen, Saint is somebody you gonna have to.
Now Saint is played by a dude named Jensen, and I told Jensen, I said, bro, he killed the scene. I said, bro, you need a hug, bro. Like you need a hug. You need a hug, bro. He needed a hug the whole season. I said, dog, you just crazy, bro. What's wrong with you?
I jumped on his live because I was following him and I jumped on his live and he was working out. or whatnot, and he was talking about the family business. I was like, yeah, I read all of them books. I said, I read that book about 6 times at this point. He said, well, just tell me, does he live at the end of the I said, yeah, he in that thing. I said, he in that thing in the book, but you don't know what's gonna happen in the show.
Let me tell you something. They like read them scripts like, oh, okay. Gotta read through them joints. Carl be having you be like, what? Hold on, wait a second. What?
Oh, I'm gone. What? Oh, I'm
right.
Oh, I'm coming. What is happening?
It's crazy.
But yeah, I think he does an amazing job actually at bringing Saint to life. I ain't even gonna lie. I can't stand Saint, but at the same time, I'm like, dang. It's like you want to like. It's like you
play good.
Hate
they play good. They play a good villain. You know what I mean? Both of them. Him. You'll get to see. You get to see Prince. You get to see Quincy. Quincy does his thing. So you get to see those little elements of, you get to see their personalities kind of pop out in the later. But I told Jens, I said, bro, your character need a hug, bro.
He do need a hug though, because he is something else. I said, oh my goodness, and I cannot wait to the plot twist come out with that Joker right there. Because that's gonna be interesting.
Right.
I'm just like sitting up here waiting. I was like, I'm just waiting because I just see through him. I'm like, oh my God! I said he's such an
he don't play, man. He don't play.
Okay, I was like, he's such an unlikable character, but at the same time, I just like him. I said,
but craziest thing y'all think John is crazy.
Oh no! I read
Saint is crazy.
I know. Too. That Joker right there, that nigga is crazy. I was like, oh, I said, oh, and I kept wondering. I was like, who they gonna get to play him? And this is perfect. Like he transformed into this character really well. I said, oh, I said, okay, so yeah, this is about to get real interesting, and I'm just wondering how far we're gonna even get. As far as like up to episode 8, because there was a lot going on in the book, and I know they're kind of following it a little bit, and I know some things are going to change. But when I tell you that I am sitting up here on pins and needles, just ready to see this whole situation, like the ops are like they are interesting to say. Look,
next episode we get into it.
That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready to see some folks get into it. I told you I want to see everybody get active. I need to see some stuff happening. I need some blickies coming out, and I need some stuff going down. Okay, I need some bodies to drop because right. But yeah, Saint. Somebody said Saint is a lunatic. Yes, Saint is absolutely a lunatic, and I'm here for that character so badly. Like I really need that character to stay around because I just feel like you need a nemesis like that, a nemesis within a nemesis, like a. Inside, that's just crazy talk. I
feel like John is the he's crazy, right? But he has the business acumen to him, right? Like he understands that part of it. Where I feel like Saint don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what makes it so great. Because how your number 2 gonna be the one that just don't care about the business at all?
Don't care about shit. Yeah, he don't care about the business. That ain't his thing.
That is not good. That is not. I mean, that's good for when you need to get certain stuff done, but that is not good for business. So I'm just ready. I don't even want to say too much more because I'm be done saying what I wanted to say. I don't want to say it. We gonna save it. Because I'm hoping that in episode 3, so I can go ahead and get it off my chest. All the things I want to say.
Y'all, make sure y'all come back. Make sure y'all tell a friend. Episode 3, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be crazy. If I can jump on the line, I swear I'm gonna jump on every single Thursday if I can hop on.
Okay, that's what's up. Listen, y'all heard it here first. Y'all already know we got our boy Ben in the building. We appreciate you always coming through, always hanging out, always showing love to the fans. And you everybody's favorite cousin, so that goes without saying.
Yeah.
So there's that. But thank you everybody that came out. Y'all know how we do. Make sure y'all check this on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to go ahead and type in #replay squad and let us know that you came through. Let us know how you felt about the show. Let us know what your favorite characters are and what you're most interested in seeing. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and do all the things. And we will catch you guys on the next one. And I'm going to go ahead and play this outro. Bye, y'all.
Ain't no business, let the family in it. Ain't no business, let the family in it.
Leash out Vegas.
Stop smoking, no cooking, the hot.